play.
one of the biggest, like one of the hardest third place games for one up Cascade.
Oh, probably.
Okay.
On the paper.
Yeah, on paper. We've got Apex, we've got Vikings.
Spicy so far.
And I think
Get ready.
we got.
Go.
If I'm gonna get Outlaws.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay.
Interesting.
Chat. Throw your predictions into the chat, guys.
I'm gonna get behind my boys. Let's go Apex.
Look, Apex has been having a great game. Outlaws has been playing surprisingly well as well. For like, they're a strange team in that sort of the lower set of the high field.
Yeah.
So wouldn't count them out. There's Vikings here though as well. So
yeah, I mean Vikings are probably the hard favourites here, but Apex have been upsetting.
Apex has been doing some bizarre things tonight.
Rightly so, a third seed at the moment. You know,
Camster.
Blue hit.
That's a very long delay. Team denied.
Oh
no.
Team denied.
Not what you want to see.
Packing. Those two denials are not the ones you want.
That's a team.
We're gonna hear the room outside just sigh. I don't think that's the first time either.
I have a feeling Packing's done that to his team before.
Yeah, I have as well this comp. But at least I got the base after I two-shot denied my teammate.
Yeah, it sort of salvages it a bit, but the worst thing then is if you like team deny and then get denied anyhow, it's like up there with ping-ponging.
Yes. Yeah. Sub 1 minute team deny is a rough. Okay, Gamster. Going for no.
Vikings has got a massive pack lead too.
Gonna piggyback off this. 2.
Oh
my goodness.
He just couldn't let that third shot in.
Yeah.
Looked like he had time, but just opened himself up to front door and
Jellyhawk sweeping in there.
Yep.
That is a rough start.
Oh, red under and green.
Blue under green.
Blue under green. Hold up, we'll get a red in a sec.
Never mind. Everybody's gone.
We'll double.
Everybody's gone. What we might do is we might switch to, what's this going to do? There you go.
Green back under and blue.
Green swept back up. If we go to blue, you got green just acting as a turret at the back of the base there. Maybe a little bit too...
Tagged on the phaser. Hard not to be sometimes.
For anybody coming from any of the older systems, the phaser is the biggest learning curve, right?
Yeah. H2 is all about phaser discipline. If you pop your phaser around, you better be expecting to double with somebody.
Yeah.
At best, sometimes.
And barrel discipline specifically. That sensor in the barrel is it's something that's so unusual. It doesn't exist in any of the other systems. So,
I'm a big fan of it. I think it solves a lot of the problems that we've previously had where, there was a spot that somebody like myself would hold under a base and be invincible forever.
I think it is a really, really good thing. I still think, and I'm old enough, so are you, I still think we should have sensors on the back of our shoulders as well as the front.
On the top.
Or on the top. Look, I'm old enough
Bring back V4. We're old.
I'm old enough
we get
for
it. There's a reason we both don't have hair anymore.
I do love the small sensors, but I would love on both as well. If you're going to put them on the front, put them on the back as well.
I remember there was talks around Helios coming out. But
once upon a time.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens next. Okay, you got blue, and you got green trying to push into blue here. Red trying to push into green. Red looks like they've got it there. They've defended well.
Green destroyed.
Oh no. Green's back in, swept back in, blue swept back in. Blue is now in red. Are they going to go for that? I feel like he could have gone for that. There's so much time there.
Run sometimes just loves getting under these bases and field pointing because everyone's got to run at him.
And the little movements.
Shoots everyone.
The little movements through there. It's disciplined, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And, it's hard to question his decision-making given how good a player he is, both at a strategic level and an individual level.
I think what you'll find is that he often won't take those shots unless his partner Twinkles is around.
Yep.
But it's often the case that he's just not there because he doesn't need to be. They're both pack pointing. They seem to start the game looking for pack. And I mean, look at them. They both got almost, Twinkles 3-7, front 2-8.
They've got 60% of the team score at 5 minutes into the game. We should note Apex has obviously that green base on Marmaduke. That's the only base we've seen all game.
Yeah.
Outlaws obviously with such a rough start with those denials. they're not going too bad. They're actually, on a pack hit perspective, they're actually keeping up with Apex at this point. So there's something to be said there, despite those denials.
Yeah, 5 shots of denials and only being less than 3K behind a team with a base. That's still pretty healthy pack, but you got to think that if they know that Blue's getting a lot of pack and Apex have a base, that they know that they're currently in third. So we'll see what happens, but I'm hoping that if they don't change the tide, that they actually do something drastic.
Yeah.
Go aggressive with 3 or 4 or something, because I hate to see teams defend out the third.
Yeah, but do they realize that? I guess do they realize that they're probably in third at the moment. They had a rough start. Red's got a base.
Red hit.
Member
Hamster with
leveled up.
sorry,
Well
Red
done.
hit.
Ryan.
Member leveled up.
Hamster at the same time.
Well
though.
done.
Oh, there you go. Oh no, 2-shot denied on Camster again. Who got that? Was that
Green team
Run-
was that
denied.
CV that got
Run
that?
got his red.
Yeah, Run
Member
got his
leveled up.
red.
Oh, the
Well
denial,
done.
sorry. Yeah.
Camster got denied as well, I believe, at Blue Base.
Yeah.
So if we, I
Green
don't want
hit.
to. Oh no, I don't leave this one alone for a
Green
moment.
hit. Green destroyed.
Oh, I went to the wrong one.
Good
Green
base
and red
by
now.
Axiom.
Green, red in red now, posting up there, ready for that to come back up. Have we seen a red? No, they're
I
back.
think Green
they're back.
might have gone aggressive.
Yeah. I was going to say, like, how much do they think about playing for second versus thinking, or at this point, do we just go, no, we're going to win. We're going to win regardless.
Yeah, I'd like to think that there's still enough time in the game that you can be considering going for the win. Outlaws are like down the ladder a fair bit from these other two teams, so they may have gone in with a plan about how to play for a second.
Member
But
leveled up.
I'd like to think that
Well
everyone
done.
starts the game at least trying to win it. I know that in every team I've ever played on, you're always looking to try and win the game at the start, but you have those contingencies where, okay, if we get behind, we do X to try and get back into it, or we do X to try and get it to pull off the second. And you make those decisions based on what you think you can achieve per the game state.
Yeah.
So I think at the moment, Outlaws, there's still enough time to claw it back, but at the same time, they may
Green hit.
honestly look to dump
Green
it pull a
hit.
second. Or
Ninja in
Green
green.
destroyed.
Where was the sneaky spot at the back of green there? Clearly well covered from the back, and that's something that red especially can do because if they sweep through that back half of green,
Yeah.
and they can get to that spot that you can defend yourself very well. It's similar to doing it from the skinny wall directly under the base.
Yeah.
A green defender coming back and maybe slightly off-timed there. As we settle into just passing the halfway mark, going into the last third of the game, Outlaws still with 0 bases.
Yeah.
Apex with 3. They're probably feeling pretty good with that.
Yeah, I feel like that's good, but at the same time, being green is the team out of it, and blue's got a hit on red, it leaves them in a spot where it's like they're
Green
very
hit.
susceptible to green
Green
doing
hit.
something to
Blue
try and play
hit.
them.
Green
Yeah, the
destroyed.
So
Blue
Camster finally go for that. Oh, you got it. I only took him 8 tags, but,
Hey.
but he did get it. And they've got 2-3 blues in the green base just then.
Yeah.
We did notice at the same time, Runt picked up his second base. You've got blue sort of posted up in blue. Fairly hard defense. I feel like blue is now off to get some bases
Yeah.
here.
I think you'll find Outlaws have potentially dumped, although there looks to be one person
Green
front.
hit.
Yeah, no, there's still a couple there.
Green hit.
It's a lot of blue defenders
Green
there, though.
destroyed.
Wow.
Michael's getting that base.
Red hit.
Well defended.
Red hit.
Backing, going for that red
Member
base.
leveled up.
Destroyed.
Well done.
well
Yeah, so
defended.
I think you'll find that they're also playing for the win.
Yeah.
In that, if Outlaws wanted to try and play, Red's got all our bases.
Member leveled
Let's
up.
dump to
Well done.
blue,
Yeah.
or let's dump to red. There's options there, but if they dump to blue, that puts Apex in a really
Blue
bad
hit.
spot. So that pushes them into second potentially.
Yeah.
Blue hit.
Member
Ninja
leveled
picked
up.
up his blue now.
Well done.
Pretty big for him. They are still a long way behind Vikings pack lead.
Yeah.
Red hit.
12k down, one base
Red
up,
hit.
but
And Twinkle's
Twinkle's getting a red now. Oh, denied.
Oh,
Blue team
Just-
denied.
just couldn't defend himself there, which
Yeah.
with
Surprising,
CV looking down the back door of red there.
Yeah.
Red's defending really quite well. We've got people on both doors.
Yep.
People everywhere in that base. Wow, green's there as well on the outside. Yeah, everybody's down. Okay. Overstretched that corner maybe just there. Green and blue have both slowed down a little bit. So if we flick back into this, Got
I think if blue push too hard at red, they might end up costing themselves at their current position just because they're bleeding
Green
field
hit.
points. They might get a few denials.
Green
Well,
hit.
yeah.
having said that,
Green
they're at
level
green
right.
currently.
Well
Getting
done.
another hit.
There you go. That's a nice clean base.
Yeah.
Finding it slightly hard to get into that red one, bouncing a quick bounce. They're going to go back to
Yeah.
red, I imagine, right now, and forcing the other two teams to think about, oh, that wasn't us.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Blue
And
hit.
if green's got a good base count, they know that they've got 6 bases against them.
Blue
They've
hit.
only got 2 themselves. You'd think that it's time to go.
Blue destroyed.
I don't think there's a lot of value in defending a base for 2 hits on
Red
each
hit.
team left.
Not with a
Red
couple.
hit.
When you have
Red
less than that at
destroyed.
yourself. So it does look like they've gone aggressive, which is good. But
They've still
think-
got the one in there.
yeah.
Which we can't. Oh, there you go.
If their 3-man's being effective, that's fine. But I think you'd still want that extra 1 or 2
Member
players in
leveled
place.
up.
If
Well done.
I feel like that was a base take there. Well, a base take for green there. Had they trusted the defender count maybe a little bit?
Yeah.
Red hit.
Okay.
Red hit.
CV going
Red and
for
blue
Red
exchange.
destroyed.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's really bad news for green. But
Yeah.
I think that's probably too late in the game for anything to really change from here.
I don't see anything changing. No, not with half a minute left. It's just not enough time for bases to be going
No.
on.
I think green started really rough with that team denial, and unfortunately,
Just
they just couldn't put anything together in their attack, which, fair enough. Like, I probably couldn't get these bases either at the moment.
it's 2 teams. They're not like they're against 2 easy teams either. These are 2 of the top 3 teams currently seeded. They're both playing well anyway, especially Apex. Tonight is playing incredibly
Game
well.
over. Please
and that
proceed to
is all
exit.
it is, and it kind of was settled probably about 2 minutes out. Probably.
Yeah.
There just wasn't enough.
I think Outlaws had a shot to be able to overtake Apex, but as
Yeah.
soon as Apex started getting the hits on Vikings got a hit on Apex. It meant that there was nothing for Outlaws to be able to do. They really needed 2 of those bases. They've both got locked out, and one of them went to the team that they could potentially chase down. So
Highest tag ratio for Jellyhawk, highest tag streak, Jellyhawk. Definitely had most denials, Jellyhawk, along with Packing and Marmaduke. Mind you, the Packing denials, we should mention, were on his own team.
it's a bit of a
So,
stats, adding his stats there.
So, Jellyhawk clearly had a very fun defensive game there.
Yeah.
Didn't get any bases, but, a 5,000 point game. Pretty much